Happy morning to one and all present here. Today we focus in managerial economics, the title of market demand and the production outcome, in which we see the area of market, demand and supply, law of demand and supply, determinants of demand, classification of demand, demand forecasting, production function, cost concepts, cost output relationship in short run, long run, profit maximization, meaning and measures we'll see. And we would like to go with the market. Market, which is the place for seeking any transaction of goods and services between seller and buyer or any two parties. If it is involved, the place is called market. Yeah. The trade or goods and services will be exchanged in particular locality, the place which is called market. And here, any kind of arrangement of buyers and sellers will involve exchanging of products through value of price in a specified place. The market might vary in size, range, geographical scale, or location, and types of products where they deal between them. That is called market. Markets are having in four types. First market is financial markets, second prediction markets, third commodity markets, and the last one factor markets. Financial market, where the exchange of the share value or some of products share makes the movement in particular market is called financial market. Here most of the companies will come forward for selling of their shares. Why they concentrate on selling the shares? In order to improve their investments and develop their capital resources, they concentrate for exchange of the products. And here, as like in India, we do have exchange of the shares or commodities in the market like BSC or NSC and movement of Nifty. We do have outcome as like in America, they do have like NSC, BSC, and NYSE, Amex, and Nasdaq. So these are the stock exchange markets. They do deal in America too. And the second one, prediction market. In order to foresee the future demand for the product, they speculate some of products into the market right away for foreseeing future course of action between the seller and buyer. The market is called prediction market. Like many products, land, then market like products of turmeric, then groundnut, cotton, jute. Such products are being considered in prediction market. Then commodity market, the regular required products like wheat, coffee, paddy, turmeric, coconut, groundnut, sugar, and gold, as well as oil. Such products are being considered in dealing of such products in between the seller and buyer. Those who are involved in the market is called commodity market. Then factor market. The factor market is the market where they provide the best services for the factors of production like capital, labor force, raw material, entrepreneurship, equipment, and component, where they deal for producing of any products into the market. Mostly that will occupy through factor markets. Then next with the demand and supply. What do you mean by demand? Demand in the sense buyers are willing and able to buy such products into the market through different price strategy which are involved by the marketers, and other things are remaining the same. We will not bother about other things except the price of the product. And most of the buyers will involve in demand of the product into the market, and it is being determined buyer's point of view. Like examples given, commodities of shoes, then books, television, haircuts, house, computers are being considered as consumers' demand in the market because all are essential requirements. Without these all items, we cannot have. Even though the demand is declared, the buyer's point of view, when buyers feel they do have purchasing capacity and willing and able to buy such products into market, the demand is being considered. Then second, demand function. The demand function is identifying the functional relationship between demand and its determinants are called demand function. Normally, demand function is denoted by dx, and it is being considered with a function of price of original goods, then income range of the consumers, then price of substitute products into the market, then price of complementary goods, then taste of the buyers, and advertisement and its expenditures. These are the factors determining demand for the products into the market. Then next we go with the law of demand. Law of demand states that there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity of goods demanded into the market. We can take it as a negative relationship. It means when price increases, demand will decrease. And when price decreases, demand will increase. Then curve slope also given. It's like downward sloping curve. Price when it was at a P2 level, quantity demand would be at Q2 level. Then price when it decreases to the P1 level, then quantity demand would also be decreased at Q1 level. Sorry, increased at Q1 level, and the demand curve would also expressing the same. When price increases, demand will decrease. When price decreases, demand will increase. Then next we go elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand is the measuring the relationship between price and quantity demand. As like the law of demand, elasticity, it's like the nature of the elastic. What is the nature of elastic? Whenever you concentrate on increasing elastic, that will expand. When you leave it, then elastic will shrink over there. The same moment will carry in elasticity of demand. When price makes the variation in the market, accordingly, quantity of goods will be demanded, either increased or decreased. Then with the determinants of demand or the factors influencing demand, there are various factors influenced the demand of the product into the market. First, with the price of the product. Second, price of substitutes and complementary goods. Third, consumers' income. Fourth, advertisement expenditure. Then fifth, state of trade. Then sixth one, taste and fashions of buyers. Seventh one, arrival of new goods. Eighth one, size of the population. Then ninth, availability of credit. The last one, non-monetary determinants. That's why I told you, as the statement of law of demand and elasticity of demand, price is the major considering factor into the market. Whether such products are demanded much or less in the market, price will fix its variation. Then price of substitutes and complementary goods. When we people go for buying or having the product like coffee or the product of juice items, we keep hold with the original product price. Then at the same time, we look into it substitute price also in the market. Why? Because is there any variation between original goods and substitute goods in the market? We people prefer, if both the prices are same, original goods like coffee products will be preferred. If tea product rate is in the rate which is reduced in the market, we go for preferring tea product in the market instead of coffee because of price changes. Because tea is the main substitute of coffee. Then complementary, while connecting with the tea or coffee, we do have like milk and sugar. They are the products called complementary goods because which provides the original taste of coffee and tea by adding the contents of such mixed flavors. Then next with the consumers income will meet major role in the market. When consumers income is high, they prefer high priced goods. When consumers' income is treated in the market is less, they look with the low priced products. At the same time, both the market they look into it quality, but maximum they consider consumers' income. Another concept or component plays major role, that is advertisement expenditure. Because advertisement expenditure will meet its money in the market, money value in the market by fixing the price. Because expenditure, whatever in advertisement, that value of money will be included in fixation of price. We all normally advertisement will be the cause of creating more awareness among the general public. So if you raise up more advertisement, awareness will also be generated more. At the same time, expenditure of advertisement, best examples are there, where you talk with the advertisement in newspaper. If it is like water pot, the charge is different. The full page of advertisement, the charge is different. Half pages of advertisement will be different. As like in television advertisement, number of seconds where it is carried, accordingly, they'll charge the value of price for such advertisement. The amount of expenditure will include in a fixation of price. Then Pepsi, Coca-Cola, such a branded soft drinks items, they do have many advertisement. Due to that, their price value raised in the market. Then state of trade. While identifying the products and its demand and its performance in the market, this will be determined. Like any business will have like four stages: boom period, depression period, recession period, and renewal period. So where the product is at boom, the price of the product would be raised much, and the condition of the product will have more prosperity in the market because more consumers or customers will be interested to prefer such products. When the goods are depressed, that says quality is degraded, then consumers think their mind the such products again will not be having its original value, and immediately they shift from these products to some other competitor products in the market because of nature of its performance. The next, taste and patience of buyers, this will also vary in the market day to day, like different flavors of ice cream, different flavors of chewing gum, and so cool drinks items or fruit juice items, all are being considered and taste and patience of buyers. If taste of mango or apple products for the consumers or customers, such products juice value will be raised. Like a lemon or no uh, product like watermelon, the taste is little degraded with the apple and orange products. So their value is differentiated in the market. Then arrival of new products. What I told you earlier, like if competitors' products arrive much, they look and foresee the competitors' goods and its different performance also. Because competitors will involve by bringing different models and different colors of product, it might attract the audience about arrival of new products. Even we might think we might have the change to prefer the products. If people expect changes in the market, the new products will sell more in the market. Then next, size of the population. One stream we look about products and its quality and price. Another stream we identify size of the population. Every year there are raising of population density. This might induce to consume and to have more products into the market. Then availability of credits. If we have immediate payment of cash or through mode of online or digital payment, we hesitate to make full payment of the high priced goods in the market. Like best example say two-wheeler, four-wheeler, then household items like air conditioner, refrigerator, washing machine. These all will have huge value total in the market. Even why not to say about the LED televisions with a big size like 55-inch or 65-inch monitor screen. it's being provided with a high price total in the market. If company comes forward with a credit facilities, immediately such goods will be preferred by the customers because they can pay the amount of money, installment payment, or like a EMI payment. Every month they can pay the amount of money. So if it is given for one year or 2 years payment tenure, they'll come immediately to prefer such goods in the market. Then non-monetary determinants. Apart from the money value, we consider about age, gender, marital status, then about educational qualification, their community, culture, technology, all will identify in the market in selection of goods. So these are the determinants for creating demand of the goods or not having the demand for such products into the market. Next, we go different types of demand or types of elasticity of demand. There are mainly four different types of demand: price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, advertising and demand. Price elasticity, there is the quantity of the goods demanded immediately in accordance of price variations. That's why the formula also given: price elasticity of demand is denoted with ED is equal to price or the percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. So there is inverse relationship price and demand. That's what law of demand. And here also, price increases, demand will decrease. Price decreases, demand will increase. That is the concept about price elasticity of demand. And curve representation, the same. When 20 rupees 50 paise was there, at the time, quantity of good demanded only for 9 quantities. And when we focus with the price of 20 rupees from 20 rupees 50 paise to 20 rupees, and the good will be demanded from 9 to 10 quantities. Again, if it reduces the next level, again goods will be demanded for 11 quantities in the market, which identified through pizza sales with the dollars price. Accordingly, this was assumed. As like you can assume many products like diesel vehicle or petrol vehicle, when there is variations in goods price, then that quantity of goods would be sold in the market somehow better due to reluctant in price. When price increases, the meager customers will involve. Even you could see for price elasticity of demand, like vegetable items, onion, brinjal, or tomato, where it is huge rate total, they purchase with the limited quantities. When price is reduced, they purchase with the kgs wise, like 1 kg, 2 kgs of products into the market. Next, income elasticity. If we have 100 rupees, we'll prefer the roadside market for having our tiffin items during night time. If you have 500 rupees, we'll prefer like vegetarian hotels, that too somehow high class of hotel services in the market. If we have 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees at our pocket, we'll prefer the Punjabi hotels with the non-vegetarian items, because income is major considering factor to prefer such hotel services. Next, we go measurements of income elasticity. It is also identified through its formula: proportionate change in demand divided by proportionate change in income, because income makes the changes of preference of the goods into the market. Then income elasticity, perfectly positive correlation between income and quantity demanded. Then curve representation also given positive linear correlation curve, where you identified in price elasticity negative linear correlation curve or negative linear curve, while checking with the income elasticity, it is positive linear curve, due to income variation, quantity of goods would also be demanded. They will not consider about price of the product, only income. Then third, cross elasticity of demand. When original goods priced huge total in the market, immediately consumers or customers look forward about their substitute products as well as complementary goods. When these substitute and complementary goods price reduced in the market, people will concentrate for preferring complementary goods and substitute products in the market due to very price changes in original goods. That's why it is given a formula: cross elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded good X, that is original product, divided by percentage change in good Y, price of goods Y, that is substitute or complementary goods. And next, then this is the curve representation for cross elasticity of demand. Other things will remain the constant. Only will meet the original good quantity of good coffee, which is considered in x-axis. Then product price of its substitute and complementary goods keep at y-axis. I told you already, coffee will have immediate competitor substitute product is coffee, tea. So when coffee product quantity demand because of price of tea product demand in the market. If tea product price is equal to the coffee product price, coffee will be consumed more by consumers. If tea is 10 rupees reluctant with the coffee product of a tumbler of such goods, they will concentrate for preferring tea products than coffee. That is what cross elasticity of demand. Then next, advertising and demand. I told you advertisement is major considering factor for creating more awareness among the buyers. At the same time, advertisement expenditure is part of fixation of price for any goods. So when you increase advertisement, demand would also be increased. Somehow expenditure would also be incurred. At the same time, it will create more awareness to all the people, like urban people, semi-urban, and remote people would also be enjoyed through advertisement. And its formula is given: advertisement elasticity of demand is equal to proportionate change in quantity demand of the product divided by proportionate change in advertisement expenditure. Where there are huge coverage, then more awareness will be created for such a products, and demand would also be generated more. And this curve representation also looks here. In x-axis advertisement expenditure and y-axis sales volume. Till S level, there is no advertisement expenditure. It is at zero. Then sales volume was occupied minimum level to the S level on y-axis. When advertisement expenditure increased from this point to next S level, the expenditure would be also generated more. Sales volume would also be increased nearby Y. That's what advertisement and demand. Because of increasing advertisement expenditure, demand would also be capitalized more, and due to increasing demand, sales volume would also be raised. Then classification of demand, there are two: elastic demand and inelastic demand. Combination of elastic demand and inelastic demand have at 5 types in the market. Perfectly elastic demand, EP is equal to infinity, and perfectly inelastic demand, EP is equal to 0. Unit elasticity of demand, EP is equal to 1. Relatively elastic demand, EP is greater than 1. Relatively inelastic demand, EP is less than 1. We shall see one by one. Perfect elasticity of demand is when there is changes in price, like little variation or much variation, it won't affect, but demand will be increase for long. That is why EP is equal to infinitive. Like electricity, salt, soap, oil, vegetables, whatever variations in price you make, that won't be changing in its demand because these are regular required items of the consumers. Whatever, whoever they are in the market, they will consume. So because of that, price does not matter, but product is the matter. They'll prefer such goods in the market. The next, perfectly inelastic demand. The even though making much variations in price of the product, that will be withstood in stable position. Such market is called perfectly inelastic demand. Goods like gold, silver, petrol, diesel, gas, as the requirement, they'll prefer. If price decreases, they'll not prefer much. And if price increases, even they'll not concentrate on preference of much, such as petrol or diesel, gas products. According to the usage and requirements, they'll prefer in the market. Then unit elasticity of demand. How much variations you make in price, the same variations in quantity demanded as of such goods into the market is unit elasticity, where it is called EP is equal to 1. Examples are here: biscuits, haircuts, medical services, courier services, all. Then relatively elastic demand, small variations in price that will make huge variations in quantity demanded in market. Examples are here: vegetables, rice, wheat, and fruits product. Small variations in price, it will indent to the customer to have like vegetables or rice products to prefer extra quantities to meet for future requirements. Then relatively inelastic demand, where you make the much variations in price, there will be the small variations in quantity demand of the goods into the market is called a relatively inelastic demand. Examples, dress materials, bank loans like car, bike, such products while preferring you lot with the bank loans. And then hotel services, price if it is hiked, small variations in quantity demand, that is with EP less than 1. Then supply, where um, demand of the product, it is buyer's point of view, supply, it is seller's point of view. Where there is increasing price, there will be the more supply, then sellers will be involved for increasing supply more, and they are willing and able to sell the products into the market due to increasing price. When price decreases, they will not sell more and only limited products will be sold in the market. And determinants of supply, number of firms and sellers, which will be the deciding factor, state of technology, cost of production, price of related goods, price of expectations, price expectations in the market by buyers and sellers, and natural factors, labor troublesome, because where there is labor troublesome, there is a possibility for raising the price of the products. Then change of government policy by providing their GST value and some other tax rebates and benefits, or imposing of tax that will change variations in supply. Hope would be understood. All given my points and explanation, and wish you all the very best, dear students. Happy day to all. Thank you.